So on this channel, we cover ticker symbol SPC quite often. However, we haven't covered them in a little bit. However, today we have some special news to go over. So of course, I figure I'd share that with you guys, especially if you're wondering what this big green candle is all about. I mean, this is really good, right? I have some good news to share with you guys. This is good news for anyone that's holding this long term, and also good news for traders, because as traders we make a profit off the fluctuation of the price. So of course, we have some good stuff coming up right here. So obviously I had a video talking about why SPC ran up and also why SPC ran down, and in my last video I talked about how SPC is trading in the sideways channel, and for me to buy into it I would need SPC to break above the simple moving average, which is this green line over here. And we see that today we had in the after hours, let's go to the 5-minute chart, we could see obviously in the beginning of the day or towards the end of the day, of course it was just moved sideways, but in the after hours was when we had this major boom. So I have this article that I'm going to pull up for you guys. Now if you guys ever wonder where I get these articles from, a lot of the articles I really just get them off the Weibo platform. So if you click the news tab over here, there's a lot of great articles out there from a whole bunch of different media outlets. So of course you may have some biased opinions from one outlet versus another, but the great thing about Weibo is they provide a bunch of great resources over there for you to read through, right? Now, of course, Weibo is a platform that I use to trade. Does not mean it's a platform you have to use to trade, but they do offer a lot of great tools for both traders and investors. With that being said, let's go ahead and pull up this juicy article, because right here we have SPC announcing that ticket sales have reopened in its first earnings report since founder Richard Branson's flight to the edge of space last month. Right now, that's not the only good news, right? This honestly gets better and better the deeper we go into this article, right? So the first thing I want to talk about is how, of course, we have this launch coming in with the U.S. Space Force, which is going to take place around August 27th. So that's good news. And then also the company is under contract for a second launch with the service later this year. So that's already 2 guaranteed launches, but it's still not over yet. We're going to break down some numbers as well, right? Now, revenue has been rising from, it rose to 300,000 from zero. And, we're going to break down the numbers of how this company could easily make millions and millions of dollars. And just talk about all the good stuff that's going to come through with space, right? Or ticker symbol SPCE, Virgin Galactic, right? Now, Virgin Galactic, they raised their prices, right? So this is one of the good news, or the juicy parts right here. So Virgin Galactic reopened ticket sales with prices starting at $450,000. A lot of money, probably too much for me to go to space, but you never know, right? Now this is above the previous price point of just $250,000, right? Now so far 600 people have booked space flights before ticket sales were closed. So basically 600 people have booked flights for this price over here. Now when I first was looking into ticker symbol SPCE, Virgin Galactic, I was really just kind of pessimistic on how many sales they had, because the number 600 sounds very small. However, when you bring this calculator over here and you multiply 600 times 250,000, right, that is easily $150 million that this company can generate. Right now, that's not only that's just the beginning, because obviously when you tie in a new number of $450,000, let's say they were to get another 600 people to sign up, that is just 270 million, sorry, not thousand, this is millions with the capital M, sales, right, in revenue, right, which is great news. Now you might be wondering, why are they raising their prices? I think it's just the whole optimism with space tourism and the buzz that's coming around it, right? So it just makes sense to raise the price. Now, of course, to us, 450,000 for a seat to space is a lot of money, but microgravity research and professional astronaut training is still priced at 600,000 per seat. So this is honestly a very competitive price for just retail or just consumers to launch into space. So it's definitely still a great price. Now this is putting more pressure on Blue Origin, which is Jeff Bezos' company, to compete on price now, which is great. So of course we have space, Virgin Galactic setting the tone, being the leader in the space tourism industry, right? Now, another thing I want to talk about, which is also great news, is Virgin Galactic said its next space flight, Unity 23, is targeted for late September and will be a revenue-generating flight with the Italian Air Force, right? So, again, another launch with another agency, right? So, this is obviously great news. If Virgin Galactic has a successful flight with the Italian Air Force, then that just means that, we're probably going to have, obviously more flights with the Italian Air Force, which aka just means more revenue coming for space, ticker symbol SPCE, Virgin Galactic. And of course, it may also inspire other space agencies, militaries, and researchers to book flights with, Virgin Galactic. Now, going back to the charts, of course, guys, I like to look at the news and look at the catalyst events that obviously, catapult a stock either up or down so that we could take advantage of the price. But let's go ahead and look at it from a 4-hour view, because we got to look at it from a technical aspect, right? So, just today alone, with that news of their earnings and that other news of, what they're doing with raising the prices and also releasing more ticket sales, that was just a large bump up. I mean, if we we're going to need to go to a 5-minute chart just to, obviously show you guys what ended up happening. But we ended up going almost 13% in the after hours. Of course, we kind of pulled back to now we're only up about 6%, but that's still great news. Now let's go ahead and, dive back into a 4-hour chart, because of course I like to look at a larger time frame, right? Now, again, we still have to, be cautious of this resistance area, and this area kind of is around the $36, $37 range. So if we could break above that area, then that is just more good news. Right now, of course, the RSI does look like it's getting a little heated. It does look like it's, hitting the overbought area, but that's fine, because of course, we see that, this stock has in the past went up massively, way above the RSI, even no matter how hot the RSI is. And I always talk about how the RSI is not something that you should 100% base your trades off. I like to base my trades really just on price action. I think that's the most important. But of course, if you want to learn more on how to, trade, make sure to check out the links in the description below, because we do have a link for the Push and Profit program, and there is a coupon code in that link in the description below. So make sure to take a look at that coupon code. Now, if we break above this area of resistance, and of course, the next area is the simple moving average, and if we break over this area from the simple moving average at around $38, then honestly the sky is the limit, right? Or really space is the limit, right? And something we have to also take a look at is that the largest area of resistance for this stock is really at this area of $60.74. I mean, we touched it once, and then we almost touched it twice, but we just could not quite break through. However, with all the good news and the more popular that space tourism gets, and the closer we get to more space tourism taking place, I believe that this is definitely a stock that you may want to hold as a long-term investor. Or if you're just simply looking at this from a simple trade, let's look at the opportunity that it offers. I mean, if we just look at it from where it's at now to just over to the $60 area, that's about an 80% return. But I honestly think that this could break higher, but that is something that's going to take some time. I don't think this is going to happen overnight. We're still in this channel, and we could still just kind of bounce through this channel. So I'm really just going to have my alerts. I already have my alert, by the way, set up at $36.35. By the way, if you guys are interested in, using the Webull platform, there's also a link in the description below to sign up with Webull, where you get to your 2 free stocks. So make sure to check that out. But with that being said, guys, let me know in the comment section below what you guys think. Are you guys investing in space? Are you guys optimistic in space tourism? And what's your thoughts on Virgin Galactic? Do you think, the competitors like SpaceX and Blue Origin are going to, eventually crush Virgin Galactic out of its place? Let me know in the comment section below. I'm really interested. I'll try to answer as many questions as I can, or respond to as many individuals as I can. And with that being said, guys, hope you're having a beautiful day, and I'll see you on the next video.